Moving on. The woman once referred to as Hanoi Jane, telling a group of Vietnam vets to get a life. That's a quote. As they organize a protest over her role in an upcoming film. Today we will speak live with the man who is organizing this effort, and he's got a bit of a response to Ms. Fonda. You'll hear it here live. The man behind the effort, Reyes, is the founder of the Facebook page Boycott Hanoi Jane, playing Nancy Reagan. Larry, thank you for being with us. So the movie is called The Butler, and it's about this butler at the White House who's, spanned several administrations. And they've got a bunch of left-leaning actors, because that may be redundant, playing former presidents and so on. John Cusack, I think, is going to play Richard Nixon.
Right.
And they've recruited Jane Fonda to play Nancy Reagan. First, just tell us why you find that so objectionable.
Well, first off, I want to give honor to my brother-in-law, Pete Wright, who served in Vietnam and was killed. Well, from an early age, I was taught about what she did in Vietnam, and I had never endorsed her in anything in my entire life. When I had found out that, I was on the computer, and I had found out that she was going to play Nancy Reagan, that was just, to me, that was enough. And I had talked to young people at my work and other places where they didn't even know who Jane Fonda was, other than they thought she was an exercise guru or, starred in stupid movies, and that's all they knew about her. So when I talked to them about her, they were like, wow. So when I saw that she was going to be playing this part, I decided to go ahead and say, let me see if other people feel like I do. So I made this page to boycott it. I knew it wouldn't get, that they wouldn't change having her in the movie, but I wanted to see if enough people were as mad as I am about her portraying Nancy Reagan, and they are.
And these pictures, let me just jump in, these pictures are of Jane Fonda on an anti-aircraft gun with the North Vietnamese who were fighting us back during the Vietnam War. And she was also giving out, and she was actually sending radio messages out to the troops, demoralizing them and stuff, and she tells me to get a life, or tells the vets to get a life. There's 58,000 names on the wall of soldiers and sailors and military men that have died that don't have a life. I wonder if that even makes her think, and it doesn't. Let me tell you what she says. She says, look, I have expressed regret for this picture in this moment. I have apologized. She says, I don't apologize for fighting the Vietnam War. I didn't want to see any more dead American soldiers. I was trying to help end the killing, is her quote. But she admits that she was thoughtless and careless about the way she did it, and says she's sorry she hurt them. She's sorry she hurt vets and Americans who were so offended by what she did. Can there be, no redemption, no forgiveness in the wake of that? Not 16 years later. Really, you don't apologize for treason. You should go to jail or even be shot. And I'm not saying that should happen to her, but she never really paid the price, or even, the apology, from what I heard, was in New England, where she apologized to New England vets because she was filming a movie there. 16 years later, and we're supposed to go, okay, no problem. The thing that really bothered me, because the picture was in 72 and the apology was in 88. Go ahead. That's ridiculous, and look at what her quote is right now. You really think she is any kind of remorseful? She's not, and we know it. And when I made this page, and now as many people that are on it right now, I'm not the only one that's not going to forgive or forget. So, I'm not going to go watch any kind of movie or buy anything with her in it, but I hope the American people can go ahead and make their own choice and maybe say, hey, you know what, we've had enough of her, and maybe not go see this movie, and I hope it bombs. Just FYI, in a statement to the Hollywood Reporter, she said of her casting, well, if it creates hoopla, it will cause more people to see the movie. I figured it would tweak the right. Who cares? Larry, we shall find out whether anyone does. Thank you for being here, sir. Thank you for having me. All the best to you.